Hello, peoples. So I thought this would be a fun and fresh educational video. So a lot of people ask me, oh my gosh, like, how are you supposed to get all these free things that you get? Or like, how are you able to get so much extra money? So I'm going to answer that. I use multiple different mystery shopping apps, and I will put referral codes and links and whatnot in the link in my description if you want to go check that out. So the first thing that I use is something that's called Merchandiser. So essentially what Merchandiser is, and you do need like, a mobile phone to be able to get apps. So like an iPhone or Android should be fine. A smartphone is preferable. But what Merchandiser is basically it has like multiple different jobs that you can sign up for. So a few of the jobs are like, we're going to mail you this thing and you have to take it to the store and build like a signage thing or whatever. Or we also have another job for you to do where you're going to essentially be an employee for the day at this store, and you're going to essentially help merchandise. So I've done some merchandising jobs at like Bed Bath & Beyond, Ulta, Rite Aid. Essentially, the shifts can be between like 2-3 hours all the way up until 8 or 9 hours, depending on the day. It's usually like super early in the morning until like 5 or 6 p.m., which is nice because, you're not working late at night. And this is like all based on like around your schedule. Not that you get to like pick when they do the shifts, but it's not like a regular thing. So basically what I do is when I find out like say a week in advance that there's going to be like a merchandising job in my area, I'll basically sign up for it. And then I'll be like, oh, well, that's good. I can work around my work schedule with that and sign up for it. The pay is usually like minimum wage or a couple dollars more. Sometimes you get gas reimbursement depending on how far you go. So I really enjoy that app. Some of the other jobs that I've done for Merchandiser, besides doing like the merchandising, like full shifts for like cosmetic or food resets, has been like a photo audit, which is basically you go into a grocery store and then you like take pictures of certain areas. So essentially what you're doing is you're auditing like, is the dairy in this aisle, or where is the alcohol in this aisle, something like that. So I've been probably using Merchandiser for, I want to say at least 2 or 3 years now, and I've made like a decent chunk of side income. I don't really make as much now as I did before. My favorite job that I've ever done on it was I do what is called a seed restocking. So basically what you do is you go into a store that sells like seeds for, like flowers and stuff, and you like tidy it up, or you add like stock that's in the back and then you fill them. I don't know why I like that so much. It's easy work, but I think I just like the idea of being around so many plants. It's like a serotonin thing for me. Anyways, so that's my first income side gig thing that I do. It's been really nice. Over the years, total, I've probably made like at least a couple $1,000s from that, which is absolutely wonderful because we're in a pandemic. And also you can do it like to an extent at your own time. So the second thing that I've been using, I've actually been using this app for not too long. I believe I discovered the app like in December, so I've only really been using it for a couple months. It's called Isecret Shop or something along those lines. So similar to Merchandiser, it's like all over the US. So essentially what you do for that is like, you have your jobs, you have to like sign some agreements, like, I won't record, people's faces, I consent to this, blah, blah, blah. Sign all that stuff, attach your bank account information, similar to Merchandiser. So I believe you get paid similar to Merchandiser with like your direct bank account, or maybe they use PayPal. I'm not sure which. But the jobs that I've been doing lately, so they have two different jobs. They have one type of job which is no contact whatsoever. So basically, you call like a place and then you try to get information out of that place. So say for example, I would call like a apartment complex and I try to get information, or I try to call about a mobile plan at like a company. You would answer some questions about like what they told you or how it went, and then they would pay you a base rate and whatnot. And then the jobs that I've been frequently doing is what is called a audit for jewels. So essentially what happens is that Jewel is the person who represents me. I am told to do what is called an age compliance job. So what that means is essentially you'll go into a like convenience store, liquor store, whatever, and you'll walk in, you'll buy like a thing of jewels. So this is not like an actual jewel. This is like the thing that you would put in the jewel, if that makes sense. And at that point, you would purchase the item, but you would have to remember, like, okay, what was the location of the place? You know, did the person actually ask for my ID? That's kind of the whole point in making the purchase, like actually making sure that essentially workers are doing their job. That one's what I'm currently doing, but the jobs that I've been doing a lot of in the past was I would do fresh food jobs where I would literally get paid a base rate, so I would get like $5 or $10, and then they would give me a set amount of reimbursement for the food that I paid for. So I was literally getting paid to buy food, which was absolutely amazing. I did that multiple times, so I probably got at least a couple $100 worth of free food. So yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I have been doing this for at least a couple of years now, so for the most part, I know what I'm doing. And yeah, use those links. Like I said, you can sign up for Merchandiser, or you can sign up for Isecret shop throughout the whole US. So when you put in your like zip code, it'll give you jobs that are close to your area, and I've been absolutely loving them. I will forewarn you guys, so when, say you're like buying like the jewels or like whatever item that they tell you to buy, you're not going to see reimbursement, at least for Isecret shop. I don't know about the other one, but because I haven't like bought anything and then had to get reimbursement from them, but you're not going to get paid until it's been like 30 days. So assuming that you did everything right and everything gets approved and whatnot, then you should be fine. And if there's any issues, I've had the people from the program be like super quick to reach out to me through email, so that's been great. Their communication is like A+, so that is amazing. So yeah, overall, I have not had any issues using these websites / apps, and it's been a super easy way for me to make money. So yeah.